Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline. Today we're going to make something called mother-in-law, which is mainly used as a condiment for our Trini style East Indian cuisine and other local cuisines. So let's sit back and enjoy the ride.
Well folks, let's go make our East Indian Trini style condiment called mother-in-law, and here's our ingredients.
You will need carrots, pimento, bitter melon, onions, half-ripe mango, Scotch bonnet pepper, culantro, cilantro, garlic, fresh lime juice, salt and black pepper.
So folks, this is a condiment which is mostly used in our Trini style East Indian dishes, mainly curry and a few other East Indian delicacies. So let's get started. Here I have already a quarter cup of carrots already finely diced. Here I'm just cutting my carrots into some thin slices, and remember, the size of your dice determines on the size of your slice. Now that we have got our thin slices of carrots, we're going to cut our thin slices into some thin strips which we call julienne. So far I hope this is pretty simple enough to follow. Now that we have gotten all of our slices cut into thin strips, we're going to cut across the strips to get our fine dice. So you can do all this in your food processor, but I'm old school, so I prefer to do it this way, and it also makes for a better presentation and also texture wise when eating. Now that the carrots are all finely diced, I'm going to use my scraper to pick it up off the board and put it into the bowl. Remember folks, you want to use a scraper to pick up anything off of your cutting board. You don't want to use your knife to do this because it will lose its edge. Next in the pool, we're going into 2 to 3 tablespoons of finely diced pimento peppers. And remember folks, you want to keep this the same size as the carrots. First, you want to cut off the stems of the peppers, then you want to cut them into some thin strips around the same size strips as the carrots. Then you want to cut across those strips to get your fine dice. The key to this condiment is to make sure you cut all of your ingredients around the same size. So I know pimento peppers may be a bit hard to find, so you can use banana or poblano peppers as a substitute. Next in the pool we have something strange, and this is called bitter lemon. We are going in with 1 to 2 tablespoons of this. First you want to cut off the stem, then I'm just going to cut a little less than half because a little goes a long way. Now that we have gotten the half that we want, we're going to cut it in half, and there are some seeds to be removed, and this is done easily by using a spoon. Now you may not want to use too much of this because the taste can be a bit overwhelming. Like the ingredients before, you want to cut it around the same size, and that's pretty simple enough to do. And as always, there will be a full list of the ingredients in the show notes below. All of our bitter lemon is all diced up, so let's throw this into the pool with the rest of the ingredients. Next in the pool is 2 to 3 tablespoons of diced onion. You can also use a red onion as well. And now that our onions are all diced up, it's time to throw that into the pool with the rest of the ingredients. So folks, the next ingredient is a half-ripe mango, and it must be half-ripe. You want about quarter to half cup of this finely diced. And as always, you have to remember that the size of your slice is going to determine the size of your dice. If you cannot get a half-ripe mango, your next option is a Granny Smith apple, which is not really a substitute, but it will work because of the tartness. That is what you're looking for. In the meanwhile, if you like this video, please show some love and
Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the post notifications for more.
So folks, if you know about the Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline show, you know what's coming. It's our Scotch bonnet pepper. The amount of Scotch bonnet pepper you will need, it depends on your palate and how spicy you like your food. I am looking at a half to 1 tablespoon of finely diced Scotch bonnet pepper, with seeds and all. For those of you who cannot handle heat, you can go in with a habanero or a jalapeno. That will work perfectly. And guys, when doing this, please wear a gloves and make sure when you are finished, wash your hands thoroughly. Now that our Scotch bonnet pepper is all finely diced up, into the pool it goes. And this is how we are looking so far, guys. Some spicy deliciousness. To start bringing those flavors together, here I have some culantro, which is similar to cilantro, but it is a lot more potent. You want about 1 to 2 tablespoons of this finely chopped. And for those of you who find this tastes like soup, you can just leave this out and probably use about 1 to 2 tablespoons of a finely parsley. And now that this is all finely chopped, into the pool it goes. Next in the pool, we're going in with 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of finely minced garlic. And before I forget, a next ingredient you can add to this is an ingredient called daikon. Next in the pool, we are going in with some black pepper and salt to taste. So guys, this condiment called mother-in-law is usually eaten with our East Indian delicacies such as roti and curry. But wait, this can also be considered a salsa of sorts, so it will go beautifully well on some tacos, I'm pretty sure. Last but not least, we are going in with 1 to 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lime juice. And of course, if you don't have lime juice, lemon juice will work just as well. Now that you have added your last ingredient, it's time to take your spoon and give it a good old mix. Now here's a little tidbit as why this is called mother-in-law. Back in the day, they used to say that your mother-in-law was supposed to be a feisty or fiery person, hence the word mother-in-law for this condiment. Now don't quote me as being absolutely correct, but this was the story told to me. Now that we have gotten this all nice and mixed up, it's time to give it a taste for some salt. So let's see what's happening. And oh yes, we do need to add a little salt. And of course, you want to give it a good old mix again to make sure that salt is well incorporated. Let's give it a taste. Oh yes, we are definitely on point with those flavors. So let's get this all plated up nice and dandy, fasten our seatbelt and get ready for a drive-by. Let's go!
So boys and girls, here's our delicious mother-in-law, and it makes our food so tasty. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notifications for more videos. See you all on our next cooking journey, and we're out until next time.